72 is the number of questions I got from both of the question and answer videos that I put up, and now I have to go through them, organize them into clumps of the same type of questions so I can answer multiples at once, because I don't think any of you guys would like to go through a 72-minute video of me answering the same questions, with the same answer. But that's going to be coming up sometime either this week or next week. I'm going to try and get it out as fast as I can, but it's going to take a while, and I cannot guarantee the length of the video, so it might be kind of long. But all my really cool subscribers will watch all the way through and watch it multiple times and show their friends. I'm just kidding. But for this video, I have 3 blasters I'm going to go over with because I haven't really shown them on my channel, except for one which I did in a previous video. But we gave it a little bit of a surgery, a little bit of an upgrade, and it's really cool now. But one of the blasters here is one you guys have been asking about and know is not familiar. It is actually NoM's Splitfire that I did for me. So I'm going to go over that, my sneak shot, and Shaniqua. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'll start off with the one some of you guys have been asking about for quite some time, and that is the Splitfire NoM made. And this thing is, I like it. It's a really, really cool blaster, and I think Splitfires are just awesome in general because of the way they look, and oh god, they're so comfortable. But I bought the Splitfire off of eBay for $28. That's with shipping. Usually people want like $70 for them on there, which is just an absolutely ridiculous price. Do not pay $70 for this. But I got a good deal on it. If you find one for a good deal, absolutely get it. So what NoM did was he made a nice little brass breech system on here, and what some people do is they either put PETG down the barrels, which I don't really like because I haven't seen one that I really liked yet. But the unique thing about this blaster, or this system, is that it pulls off of one pull area, so it can open up both barrels, and it's took some tweaking to get right. Now, as you can see, the barrels are a little bit, going crooked from each other. So, when he first did it, it was a little hard to slide in and out because of just the weird angle that they go off. But I took it apart, redid the epoxy, added a custom little thumb area for myself, and now they slide really well with the addition of a bunch of silicone grease. But it slides really nicely now, and there's a lot of room in the opening to put darts. So he also plugged the pump, and the only thing that has happened to this that I do not like, but happens with a lot of Splitfires that are modified, is one of the tanks is leaking, and I will show you it. So, pump it up 8 times. Yeah. So the right tank, well, my right, is losing air quite quick, so I might have to do a loop flush through it, and hopefully that seals it back up. But these things are known for losing air if you get like a little piece of plastic in there or something. But the left tank still works, so I will show you that with 2 streamlines. With a good Stefan, this will hit about 85 to 90. NoM, you can correct me on that if I'm wrong. That had E-tape on it, so it's not going to fit as well. But you just put a streamline in, close it up, and let's do 8 pumps, and fire away. Now, streamlines do create a lot of drag in this, so they don't go as far, but as a sidearm, this thing is really cool because you got 2 shots, so pow pow, and you can control them, so you can fire one, run around a little bit, and then fire the other, and then just slide it open, pop pop, close it up, and you're good to go. So I really like this thing. It's just on my wall for right now because I still need to clean it up just a little bit and fix that leak, which I'll probably do next time I'm over at NoM's. But I like this little pistol, and it's a very cool addition to my collection. So that's that. And let's move on to another cool little blaster of mine. The second blaster I have with me today is Shaniqua, the Executive Marshmallow blaster, and we have done some major surgery to her to make her so much better. And that includes a pump extension to allow the pump to actually go through the whole entire pump tube and fill it up much better and basically increase the pressure in the tank to maximum capacity. Now, it's really loose, but I mean, I'm not really complaining. I might just add a little bit of foam around the opening here just to kind of, smooth it out and whatnot. But this just makes the blaster so much better in itself. And to complete the blaster and make it the best firing and best working blaster of all time, better than anything else out there, we also created a ball adapter for it, and this thing is crazy. How crazy, you might ask? It shoots a vintage foam ball 50 to 60 feet flat, and I'm not kidding about that. Just by adding the extended pump, this thing gets so much more power, as I will show you right now. So let's pump it up to 7, and I'll show you some. At 7 it starts getting hard, but it is totally worth it when you fire it. Crazy amount of power behind this thing. So with the ball adapter, and I'll fire off 2 balls and just show you how crazy awesome it is. Alright, don't mind the mess that you see, you know, over here and everywhere. I was playing some games and doing other junk, but we will be aiming at Naked Snake right up here, and let's see if we can hit him. So I have a ball shoved in here, and as you can see, there's really not much of a barrel for it, but 7 pumps. 7 pumps, and this is from right behind the camera at my shoulder height, so here we go. Ah, gotcha. And we'll do 1 more. And that was a misfire like it likes to do every now and then. But as you can see, this thing slings balls like crazy, and they do tend to float sometimes, but I love it, and I think it's just such a cool little addition. Why didn't we think of this sooner is what I'm asking myself, because this is so much fun. I have yet to shoot Steffens out of it with the new pump extension on it, but I'm sure they'll be getting more than 100 feet like they did without it. So all I need to do now is make some really nice brass breech for it so I can keep it in there and, you know, just open and close it and fire it off. And this thing will be ready for an upcoming war and ready to pound noobs in the face. But yeah, this thing will definitely be getting a brass breech of its own just for Shaniqua. Shaniqua needs some bling. So yeah, that's Shaniqua, and this thing is just so much fun. I cannot express to you how much fun this little blaster is. That's Shaniqua, and she has new attachments, and we'll be getting a new breech system, and this is definitely going into my NIC loadout. So that's that, and let's get on to the 3rd and final blaster that I have, and this is one of my probably most favorite things that I've done with NoM, and that is my sneak shot. Now what makes my sneak shot different from a lot of other people's sneak shots is I have a piece of polycarb with Velcro on it connected to an L bracket that is epoxied on top of the blaster. Now this is to hold a really cool device in itself, and that is the Spynet Spy Watch. I could do a whole video on this little device. It is really cool, and when I got it, it was pretty expensive, but the price has come down for it quite a bit. So I'm kind of mad that I didn't get it when the price came down. It happened like 2 weeks after I bought it. But this thing has a nifty little attachment you can buy, and that is a snake cam. Now, snake cams in themselves are really cool, but when you can connect it to a real-time little watch gadget thingy-mabob, or I guess toy in this case, they're really fun to use. So how this works is on the back you have a bunch of Velcro here, and you connect it onto the base and the bottom Velcro, and it comes up just like that. So it is really nicely angled, perfect for looking at it very comfortably. And you take the snake cam and you plug it in, and usually it would be wrapped around the blaster in a very organized fashion and then held in place with some zip ties that going through some zip ties holes that we have on it. And then the front snake cam piece, the actual camera, would go into the top portion of that slit right there with some styrene holding it in place. But since I do not have zip ties, nor do I have the styrene, nor do I have the patience and time to actually put it on there, this is usually what it looks like, just like that. And if you get it centered and completely straight aligned with the barrel up here, you can actually hit your targets really well just using this as kind of like a guide. I have been able to hit Coke cans from about 15 feet away on a table while at a total 90-degree angle in about 1 or 2 shots. So I'm pretty impressed with how well this works. Now what we have done to the sneak shot itself is we've upgraded the spring just a little bit, I would put a K26 in here, but since it does work on a gear system for its priming, you can't really take it too far up or else, you know, you'll just destroy it. And I've also put brass in the barrel. And now it hits about, oh, how far? I think 50, 55 flat. So not too bad for a little sneak shot. I can actually demonstrate the video to you guys right now so you can see what I see. And I can do a little firing out of this to get, you know, show you an idea of, you know, how powerful it is. So I will hook up the SNIC cam right now and I will show you a video in just a second. Alright, so I've loaded up a Busby suction tip. And remember, I don't have the camera secured in place, so if it falls off, not my fault. But, so we're gonna, here, let's see if I can hit the camera. See if I can do that. Now I'll load up a streamline. I flared out the brass just a little bit to make it easier to load, and that has helped so much. So let's see if I can hit this. Ah, so close. But yeah, this is what it looks like from the camera, and it's actually a pretty good view for, you know, such a little cheap toy that you can buy at Target. So I really like it. Overall, I really like this thing, and I think it's one of the best things I've actually created with NoM. I mean, some of you will probably say, oh, that's really lame, but I really enjoy this. And as for an HVZ weapon, it's actually quite useful if you don't want to poke your head out and be like, oh, there's a zombie, and, you know, then pull out a blaster. You can actually just sneak around, look at, you know, the person who's there, and then fire this off, and probably hit them. And it makes for a nice little last-ditch weapon, and it has that cool vintage feel while adding some modern touches to it. So those are the 3 blasters that I've had kind of just sitting here without a video for them. So yeah, we have the Splitfire, Shaniqua, which I will be taking to the next war that I go to, and my sneak shot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great day. Look forward to that Q&A video coming up soon. And yeah, I'm going to give another video for you guys later.